Hello. I've been dealing with shoulder uckum. Yes, I'm wearing a tank top. It's actually, what, like 20-something in the apartment?
23 and failing to cool.
23 and failing to cool, which I'm not sure how that's supposed to work. I don't know if it's through the flooring or not.
It is.
It's
every floor, heating and cooling, and it just doesn't cool.
Fair. But it doesn't need to heat because we have double computers running. Mine is actively running all the time. Aaron's is now actually properly spitting out heat rather than keeping it inside.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still morning. I've been in the bedroom watching a bunch of TikToks, making a TikTok, one about the U.S. consulate, and I realized that, like, Matt Riley knows about this because he watches, like, forever ago. But the two, Zach and Matt Peterborg, don't know. So I'm going to put a video up here. There's going to be two of them in cards and things that will lead you to two videos that I've done that involve me going to the U.S. consulate in Amsterdam at Museumplein. And something, like, there is literally a bathtub-shaped museum that doesn't stick out nearly as much as the U.S. consulate.
Yeah.
And then going to the embassy, like, many months ago, many years ago, when we needed to sort out things with the marriage certificate. And spoilers, it worked in the long run, but I didn't get anything done while I was doing that, other than finding out that the United States is a third world country with a Gucci belt.
really is.
So yeah, you can go watch those videos. They're from a while ago, but I should be able to find them pretty easily. And Aaron didn't have his stand-up thing today because there was an all-hands, and I was in the bedroom, so I didn't hear any talking, but sometimes Aaron doesn't talk for the meetings anyways. He's just like, I'm going to be working on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Me. And then, like, if nobody's in, but I'm probably not going to go anywhere. I'm probably going to have, like, a gaming day. Today's going to be WoW, and then I'm going to, like, Subnautica later. That's my armpit, not the television. I'll update you guys. I'll probably go into the bedroom and just, like, peace for a little while, but I want to get some mythic stuff done from Legion, because it's always one of those things. I'm super good at, like, getting the glory to the dungeon hero, which needs to be done mythic and stuff now, and, like, Legion, so I'm like, maybe I can go get that mount. And if I can go get that mount, then that means I can take Aaron through, and we can go get a mount for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if can you still get mythic keystones for old content?
I don't know.
Because that'd be weird.
I know. Like, I was dealing with mythic keystones in Legion. I was getting stuff, I was like up to +5 and getting them in my box and doing all that stuff, but I was just like, this is way too hard. It's not hard, it's just way too much effort.
Yeah.
Like, I put more effort into YouTube than I put into WoW. And that's saying something.
Not really. You actually put rather a lot of effort into YouTube.
It feels like I don't put enough in. But that's just me. I saw a TikTok about hyper independence, and I'm just like, let's go with, like, hyper overworking yourself. I'm going to play that one for Aaron, actually, because I put it in my favorites to remind myself of it. Kind of as a, like, why I listen to Alan Watts stuff every once in a while is to get the idea that, like, your whole life could be a dream, and when you die, you finally wake up, and then you live a day, and then you can go back and make the dream even more complicated and better the next time around. And it's like, wait, what? Huh? Here's a card to that video that wants to just your brain up. I swear to God, someone had a nightmare, listened to Alan Watts, and then wrote Inception. Because, like, what is going on with, like, dreams inside dreams and internested and I'm going to let Aaron go get some lunch, or are you going to wait until after the stand-up?
I'm going to wait till after the stand-up.
That's fair.
Because it happens at 12:15.
And they're not usually that long.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to be rushing to go to lunch anyways. Anyways, I'm going to catch you guys here in a couple hours after I've done some mythic stuff on WoW. It is absolutely icky out, that's why. Not wholly why I want to play some games, but it is absolutely icky out. So I got Mythic Halls of Valor done, super easy. I didn't know how to do one of the achievements because I didn't know where the kings were. So I was like, splash beer on all the kings. And I was like, well, there's a bunch of beer in that hallway where like everybody's having a party. The halls of revelry or whatever it is. And I looked around and I couldn't find any kings. So I was like, maybe they're not actually kings. Maybe they're like the champions that are in here. So I picked up all the beers and I was throwing them around on everything and I didn't get the achievement. Weird. Okay. Huh. So then I went to go do Stag Party and I grabbed one of the Storm Drakes over there in the mythical beast area. And I was like, okay, you have to keep dragging this thing around, and when it gets close to a stag, it'll automatically kill it and get stacks of killing blow. Okay, well that's pretty easy. I can have something follow me around and not die. This is a stupid easy dungeon. I got it up to 7. I was like, cool, let's kill it. And I read the comment wrong, and I was supposed to kill 10, not 7. But people were complaining because the world quest was active, and it tweaks with things in that area, so only 7 spawn. And I had the world quest today.
All right then.
So, yeah, I have to go back there and do that one. And then I finally got up to Odin. At the end, I was like, I might as well finish this thing. Finally get up to Odin. Guess who's standing in front of Odin? 4 Frightful Kings.
Oh.
So, I don't know how that's supposed to work. Yeah. Like, you have to splash it on all 4 of them. There's 4 of them standing right there. I was like, well, I feel stupid. There's none left. But I understand why you probably need to get something involved in having multiple players so they can each have a beer, because you can only have 1 beer at a time to splash them. But the reticle's huge, so you may be able to splash 2 with 1, and I can go in there and duo it. I'm not sure. I didn't really look into that one. And then I was waiting for combat to start while I was standing underneath, and I forgot you actually have to click on Odin and challenge him. In fact, there's a lot of like click on the person and activate their challenge, and I was probably in that instance 10 minutes longer than I needed to, because I'd like alt tab and look at my phone waiting for it, because it was right cool. They love talking.
Oh yeah.
So I was just like alt tabbed looking at Facebook and stuff, or looking at Twitter and all that jazz, and yeah. But in terms of actually doing a mythic difficulty dungeon for those achievements to get the glory of the Legion hero, fine, that'll be easy. The only thing that's going to really stop me and Aaron would be if we happen to need a group of 5 or 3 or 4, more than 2.
Yeah.
Because like I could sit there and I was dragging a Storm Drake around, and I accidentally aggroed like the yaks and the wolves and other wolves and bears, and I was just walking around inside that little area trying to find all the deer with a Storm Drake following me, shooting lightning at me. And I'm like, just like, they couldn't get past my shield. Nothing's gonna happen to you.
Yeah, no.
You're gonna literally be zapped in the face with lightning. It'll be like, dodge.
Parry block.
No, you will.
How did you parry lightning?
I am worthy.
How did you parry lightning? Parry this, you filthy casual. Anyways, so yeah, we're having the spike of rain has already passed apparently. But yeah, you can see where that white line is. That's like now, but it's pretty bad. But it also take about 5 minutes to fall anyways if it's really, really raining today. But you got a meeting at 2 o'clock?
Yep.
He's about to get his 15-minute warning here. And then I did like Valor Jar, and then I did Meldrax's stuff. Got my 1,000 anima. Didn't go downstairs to the mod to get my souls. But anyways, chest, put some shoulder stuff on. Do some fly with the bands while Aaron's in his. Is it a fairly longer meeting, an intense meeting? Probably so. Just so he can leave his mic open more often without my Indian night farts coming up. Your microphone is muted. Because I've seen it on this thing. I'm just like during some of his morning meetings, I'm like, brr. Look over
And
and
of course, without
yeah, there's
which
that.
for some reason I don't understand. To me, isn't a lot loud, but it is deafening over the speaker or the mic.
I don't get it. I don't know anybody who's been in the live streams when I'm typing and like alt tabbed out to like stuff. Is it just horrendously loud? Is it our microphones?
It might just be my mic.
Maybe your mic, because you may have turned it up a little bit to hear your voice. No, your parents would have said something by then, because you
Different computers.
Oh, your voice comes into the work laptop, not the thing over your screen.
Right.
Oh. Okay. I'll see you guys probably in the bedroom after I've developed some upper body muscle pump or whatever. Okay. The rain's been going nuts. I'm just like, I was looking at the fucking rain thing and it was just like I just got the notification because apparently like the app dipped for momentarily, like it just gave up for a second, but it was just like rain in Amsterdam starting at 4:15. Lasting. It didn't tell me. It just starting.
Until index out of bounds error.
Index out of bounds error. Yeah, there have been like a couple ladies. There've been a couple people. I can't assume they're ladies. They're in so much winter wear. They could be a dude. You know, it's sort of like Maggie Simpson. Like when she's in her star suit, you're just sort of like, that's a baby due to the size, but I don't actually know. But and they're basically pushing a Graco cart thing, but it's completely wrapped in plastic, and I'm like, this is your exercise. The child does not want to be out in this weather.
The child does not care.
The child does not care. But yeah, so I'm gonna push this chair over here. So it got to the point where I was doing yellow and orange bands, and I was pulling them straight up, and I could it's weird when I do it, because I'm like, out of both my ears, which means that like subtle little like popping that comes from like squishing something that's full of bubbles in my shoulders each time. Yeah, that sounds great, but it's happening on both sides. And then I was like, okay, this is a second set. It's not a lot. Like I could probably lift a lot more when it came down to a barbell. And so I'm like, okay. And then I was in like the red and the orange just pulling them up, and it's like, so yeah, they're a little weak in the shoulders. There isn't real much more else to do, because if I was going to do chest, I was like, I'll just open up the door. I'll thread it through one of those things and I'll do a row. No, it is terribly raining of all directions.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Yeah.
This is why I want the gyms to be open, is because it's hard for me to do chest. I could do push-ups, you know, and at my weight, that's pretty okay. Push-ups are fairly decent. Stairs and rollerblade, and I'm probably gonna, like, after I get done vacuuming, I'm gonna do another glute bridge hold, because that was nasty. Like I could feel that in my butt, and I'm like, that's good. I need to do that again. It's sort of like when you can't laugh after doing so much planking, like the next day, you're like, that, where it's like the moment you expand your abs, they just want to recontract out of pain, and you go, but you still got a smile on your face. Yeah. But that was that. But it was just like, I'd get up from the toilet and just like, nope, legs aren't numb. My glutes are just not functioning right now. So I'm going to do it again. Because that's what exercise is. If something hurts in that muscle soreness way, wait a couple days, do it again. That is exactly how you build muscles. Aaron's not even going to deny that. That's how you build muscles.
Yeah, it is.
He just doesn't like
pain.
Yeah. So, for those of you that are in the like, oh, I'm so out of shape from quarantine. Every time I exercise, I just hurt the next day.
That's That's supposed to happen.
If you do it right. Even if you're older and you're like, oh, okay, so maybe if you lifted too much and your like lower back, right in this area, feels like a bit sore, and you're 35 plus, fine. That's just what it's going to be. Maybe work on your form a little bit, lower the weight until you can actually, because when you're squatting, you're trying to keep a straight back and push everything back up. You might have gotten a little bit of those sore. Like I said, I'm going to vacuum because when I'm around here barefoot enough, I go, ew. Aaron at least puts socks on every day because his extremities get really cold. So he doesn't really feel all the things that get... But they don't get... You don't feel them getting stuck to your actual foot.
True. I don't feel them getting stuck, but...
No, that'll be that. And then I'm going to stream here Subnautica like 5-ish. What are we doing for dinner? We got fries. I made sure to pick up fries. So that's the thing. We have like no dip or anything for the fries. We can't get extra cheese because we don't order from that place anymore. We don't have cheese. I mean, one of us could go downstairs. I don't want to go downstairs. I'm doing shopping. We'll figure it out while I'm vacuuming.